I'm Ron and I'm back again, already with another round sports reviews. This is the season finale. I'm reviewing the MLS Cup final, Seattle 3, Toronto 1. Seattle are your 2019 MLS Cup champions. So, let me talk about the goals, then I'll talk about the match, and then I'll thank everybody who made this year. Thank everybody who's watched and everything like that. So, at 57th minute, Kelvin Leerdam gets an own goal off of Justin Morrow's knee. Goes in off a deflection. They give it to Leerdam, but really it was an own goal. And you know what it is. They're probably just trying to do that to make the game look better. Gave it to Leerdam. Okay. 67th minute, Victor Rodriguez scores off a great volley. Can't stop it. Back of the net, 2-0. 90th minute, for Raul Ruidiaz. He scores, and you know what it is. We go down 3-0, and then Josie Altidore scores Ruidiaz scored with a magnificent strike. Josie Altidore scores in the 90-plus third minute in stoppage time to bring back a goal for us, but it's not enough. It's just consolation. 3-1 Seattle. Your champions are Seattle. I'd say Seattle was a great side. They played defensively well. They made us pay on the break with their attacking. They played well. They're a deserving champion. Good job to Seattle. And they were a great team. They played well defensively, kept us out, and then they made us pay on the break in the second half when they brought on Rodriguez. And you know what it is. Toronto played well. Offensively, all the players were up for it, and they just made so many great runs, and it just wasn't anything. Toronto played well up until the 60th minute, and then they started to lose it. And sadly enough, those two mistakes cost us, and then Ruidiaz put the nail in the coffin. Game kind of was a sad game. The game was a sad game. It was a good game. Kind of I'm disappointed. I'm proud of the guys, but I'm disappointed. You know what it is. But I enjoyed the match. Watching the good parts. Seattle were great on the break. They were great defensively. Torres was a pest in the box again. Just Seattle's defense was great. Svensson and Roldan were also good in defensive midfield. And Seattle did what they normally do to beat us. They kept us defensively. They kept defensively stout, kept us away, gave us low percentage shots that we took but didn't really take, and they paid off. And then we made some mistakes late in the game. The own goal, letting Rodriguez score, and it happened like that. You can't really complain. It's just the way it is. And it's the way it is. And Toronto played so well offensively, and they played well defensively, and they had most of the possession, but they still didn't do the job. And it hurts. And it's gonna hurt for a while. But the wound is going to scar over, and it's just going to be a new day. But, yeah. Man of the match for Seattle has to be Victor Rodriguez, because he changed that game for Seattle when it came on. He was way better than Brad Smith on the wing, and that was a perfect change, and they used it effectively, and Seattle did great. They made a great substitution, and they beat us because of it, basically. You can't be mad at all. And to tell you the truth, I'm just so proud Toronto got here. Because who would have thought back in May that we'd be in the final? Nobody. That's who. And to be proud of this club, even though I'm disappointed about the loss, that's how I feel. And you know what? Seattle fans, if I were you, enjoy your time. Drink all the beers and the brewskis you can drink. I know you got a lot of good craft beers up there. You're a great fan base, and you deserve that championship, and I hope you go on a good run in the CONCACAF Champions League next February if they don't strike, if MLS doesn't strike. Hats off to you. Hats off to you, Seattle. You played so well, and you beat Toronto. Good job. Good job. You're champions. And you got another star, and another parade, and another ring, and you deserve that. Congratulations. Toronto fans, you got to let this one heal. I'm going to have to let this one heal. But, you know, the way it is, I have to let it heal. And, you know, you'll have to let it heal. And the thing is this season was a great season. It was bipolar, but it was great. And to have the finish that we did after what happened at the start and then in the middle, I love what this team did. I'm always going to love 2019 Toronto FC in a high regard because this team is a great team. A awesome team. And you know what? This team did everything they could to win. And everything they could to try to win. And they got here. And who would have thought back in May? Nobody. That's what. And you know what? I'm proud of this club. I love this club. And this was one of the best years ever. And you know what? I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world. We didn't win, but you know what? This is one of the best seasons we ever had. I mean, that's not hard to do, but like in my heart, I'm going to always love this season. Because you know what? It's going to pave the way for our second championship, just like 2016 did. It hurts, but at least it's like, okay, Seattle's worthy. You know, 2016, I'm like, I still think that hurts a little bit more, you know? Like, we made a great run, but Seattle beat us and our gas ran out. That's what happened. And you know what? Fair play to Seattle. Congratulations. You beat one of the best teams in the region. And you deserve this championship. And I will go to sleep. That'll let me sleep a little bit better. You know? 2016? Nah. 2017? Of course. Well, I couldn't sleep because I was happy. But you know what I'm saying? This, I could be like, you know what? I'm disappointed, but I'm proud of my club. But at least Seattle won convincingly and deservedly. And you know what? I love what I saw from this club. And you know, I can't wait for next year. I can't wait for March. I can't wait. And it's going to hurt to wait. But you know what? At least we're in the MLS Cup final. And that means a lot. So, you know what? Fair play to Congratulations, Seattle. Fair play. Enjoy your championship. Enjoy your Champions League run. And I hope you do well. Because I sure as hell don't want any other MLS team to do well unless Canada Soccer does like, you know what, Montreal? You still don't deserve it. Even though Toronto didn't win the cup, you still don't deserve it. Screw off. Now, of course, I'll be on Toronto side. But they're not going to do that. I know that. That is very, very unlikely. Should they? I think so, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely. Montreal, have your fun. That's all I'm going to say about you. You're never going to make it back again. Have your fun. You know what it is. But congratulations, Seattle, and great game. Great game. I had fun watching it, and just sadly, we didn't win. Toronto didn't win. And I'm proud of this club. And I love this club, and we're going to be back soon. So, yeah, this season was a great season. All the players from Westberg to Pozuelo to Altidore to Osorio to Endo to Benazet, almost every player had a part to play, and they played their part. And I hope to see most of them back. Bradley, I hope he comes back. Pozuelo, I know he's coming back. Would I like to see Cavallini in? Yes. Yes, I would. But the thing is that's probably not going to happen. We'll still have Josie, Pozuelo, Bradley, and maybe another DP because we could get Bradley paid down. That's probably the best thing about this loss. And you know what? I'm cool with that. We're always better when we have like a fourth extra DP in a way, you know? Like not really a DP, but they should be. You know what it is? Yeah, kind of like Vasquez, maybe Benazet. You know what it is. That's what happens. So, you know what? All the players did so well. I'm proud of all the players. And I know you represent this crest perfectly. You represent this crest perfectly, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I hope y'all have a good off season, and I hope y'all use this as fuel like you did in 2017. Because if I know y'all, I know it. And I'm going to guarantee you something, besides the fact we're going to win everything next year. Alejandro Pozuelo will be MLS MVP, I guarantee you. Why? Because if he plays like this for a full season, it's going to be hard not to hit. It's going to be hard to beat him for the MVP. I really think so. And he's going to prevail his crown. I know that. So, you know what it is. So, congratulations, Seattle, and thank you for being gracious hosts. Y'all are a good fan base, and we're destined to do this forever for some reason. But you know what? I like it. You know what? I sort of like it. See you again soon. I feel it. But you know what? Now's the time to thank everybody who have watched my videos and all that. So that's basically it for the review portion of this season of RSR, Ryan Sports Reviews, Season 1, from January 1st to November 10th. It was a great season. And I'm happy that I got to go on this ride with all y'all. I'm proud. I've done so much work this season. I have been on my grind this season. And I may not have the best production values or the best lighting or the best sound, but let's be honest. It's all about the passion. It's all about the passion, you know? And it's all about the passion. And I know some of y'all be like, okay, sure, but it's all about the passion. And I'm proud of the work I've done ever since January to now. And yes, I'll still do a Canada USA one on Instagram, but it's not a full RSR. It's more like 1.5, and then I'll be back for the Egg Bowl for season 2 to start season 2, Mississippi State Ole Miss on Thanksgiving Day. Because that's the way I want to do it. Like, end it at MLS Cup, start with the Egg Bowl from now on. You know what it is. It started with a state game. Even the first season started with a state game, Outback Bowl. So you know what it is. I enjoyed all of it. Every moment this year I've enjoyed. And at the start of the year I wasn't in the best state mentally, but starting this channel helped me have something to look forward to, make people happy, and I enjoy doing what I've been doing. And I'm happy that I'm not happy what led. I wasn't in the best place before I started the channel. There were a lot of, in December, right after Christmas, there was a family situation. My mom was ill. She was in the ICU. It was a heart problem. She's healthy now. Healthy, about as healthy as she will be. Still got some neck and back problems, but they'll fix those. But but she's healthy. She's healthy now. But I'm not trying to do a sob story. I'm just trying to. This is the way I started my channel and everything. But during that moment, I wanted to take my mind off it, because when I'm really depressed, I either try to hide it and it really hurts, or I'm really sad and you know it. It's one or the other. And to try to take my mind off it, I binge watched almost every Steve Dangle video that he had on his channel, and I also played NHL 19 on PS4. But every free moment I had, I was either doing that. I was watching Steve Dangle or playing Chell, but I was watching a lot of Steve Dangle videos, and then I started thinking, you know what? I could be that guy for TFC. And in a moment that I was doing that, just to get my mind off of something that didn't feel so well, that didn't feel so happy, you know, I found a good thing. And ever since January 1st, my mom was out of the ICU by then, but that's not really a big part of the story. She was at home. I mean, it is a big part of the story, but point being is my first video on this channel, January 1st, about the Outback Bowl, State, Iowa, Mississippi State, Iowa. It ends with a loss and it started with a loss and ended with a loss. Oh no. We need to win the Egg Bowl to get into a bowl game. Oh, come on. But, you know, I'm proud of this team. Wait, no. I'm proud of what this team, but I'm proud of what I've done. And to start this channel on January 1st and start from no subscribers to getting to 130 subscribers and maybe more by the day end, I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But to grind like I have for the past 11 months out of a bad spot, and I'm at one of the best spots in my life right now. I'm happy. I'm not happy about TFC winning, or losing, I mean. I'm not happy about TFC losing, but I'm happy about how this channel's going. I'm happy about all the friends I've made this year and how they've helped me and supported me through thick and thin. Thank yous go out to the Finding Toronto podcast team, Martin, Travis, Tyler, you know, Jacob, Cole, Cameron, Precise Pulse, Swalo on Twitter, Casey. Thanks go out to you, because but everybody, thanks go out to everybody, but that's just some of the people that those are some of the people that were really behind me in my corner when I started this channel, especially started talking about TFC. And then over the year, I mean, I was already friends with a couple of them, but I became friends with a lot of them, and it just means a lot. And to come from a place that I did after Christmas last year, like really depressed, but starting this channel and then getting up, like, even though Toronto lost, this year was started down and went up. And you know what? I'm proud of that. And thank you all. If you've watched my videos, if you've laughed at me, if you've agreed with me, if you shared my videos, if you subscribed, if you commented, if you liked, you know what it is. If you watched, I love you all. I love you all. It means so much to me. Because honestly, I wouldn't want to do anything else than talk about what I love and have an audience of people that listen and either agree with me or don't, but at least I'm right there. And you can be like, you know what? He's right, or no, he's wrong, but I like his moxie. I'm really the voice of the fans of this club. One of them, if not the one. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but y'all help me do this. I grind, but y'all watch. And I'm so happy that I have a viewer base to watch my videos. And at the end of the day, I've worked so hard this year, and I deserve a break. I deserve a break, and I'm going to get one, but I'm going to finish this off. And you know what? I love y'all. I love you all, and I love everybody who has helped me get to the position I'm in. And honestly, it'll get better as time goes on. It'll get better as time goes on. It's a process. You know what it is? It's a process. And you know what? It may not be the best right now, but I'm guaranteeing you it'll get better and better. And I hope you'll be there every step of the way, because I love having an audience, and I love having people that I can talk to, or people that watch my videos. Because being on TFC Twitter, doing these videos, it's everything to me. It honestly is. And it's honestly everything to me. This club and these videos, it's honestly everything to me. And honestly, I kind of want this to go bonkers. I really do. And it already has over a year. And if I could do one thing in a year, if I could do this for 1 year and it already gone bonkers, I think I'm in a good position. I think I'm in a really good position. And you know what? It's all thanks to you. Just because I do the work doesn't mean y'all choose to watch. You choose to watch, and you vote with your mouses. You know? You vote with your mouses and your keyboards, and you vote to watch my stuff. That's a win, and I'm proud. Because it's just not me doing videos. Because if I wasn't doing as good as I was, if I wasn't doing this good, yeah, I look forward to doing videos. It helps me cope with the bad times and be happy even more in the good times. Sure, but is it worth anything when nobody watches? Not really. Y'all, even if you watched one video, y'all have accepted me, and I'll never be able to. I'll never be able to realize why you did that, because honestly, I'm just a guy from Mississippi who lives in St. Louis, became a Toronto fan for day one, and I'm a Toronto fan in every other sport basically because of Roy Halladay. But I was a Toronto fan from day one, and I've loved this club since day one. I'm gonna love it till I die. And you know what? I'm so happy that y'all were in my corner, and even fans of other teams and other sport teams in Toronto or the MLS or any league. Thank you, because it means a lot to me that I can do this and I get an audience and people don't really make fun of me and they don't really question me. They're just like, okay, I see it. You know, it means a lot for me to be one of the voices of the fans. And this year was great because Toronto FC followed me on Twitter, and that meant a lot. Some of the players have noticed me, and it just means a lot. And whenever I go to away games, the supporters already know me. Hell, they already knew me in 2018 when I went to the Kansas City game. I'm basically one of them, except I can't join because I don't live in Toronto. But you know what it is. But I'm basically one of them, and it means a lot. Because this club is even bigger than it was for me in the first days. Like, you can't even imagine. You can't even imagine. And I'm so humbled. Like, I'm just so humbled. Like some small town boy from Greenville, Mississippi, who moved to St. Louis. No, not even near Toronto. 12 hours. It just it makes me so happy. It humbles me. Because yes, do I say that I'm the voice of the fans? Yes. Am I proud of my work? You're damn right. But you push that work forward. And damn it, I love you all. I love you all. And I'm happy you got to pick me up out of a dark time and a really scary time to this is the best I felt. Like, the summer until now is the best I felt in months. It was starting in the summer, but they are, if you follow my other socials, you'd be like, okay, I get it. Actually, I never said anything about what happened to my mom until now, actually, except to a couple of people that I trust and I deeply care about and deeply love that I know personally. But this is the first time that, honestly, I love y'all so much that I had to give the backstory. And I have to thank the people who've pushed my videos forward. I have to thank the dark times, because honestly, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the dark times. And honestly, I also have to thank Steve Dangle. And you're probably like, okay, he ain't gonna hear it. Whatever, I have to. Thanks for giving me the idea of what to put my passion into. I mean, let's be honest, I'm basically a complete and total, not a rip-off, but like, if he's RB Leipzig, I'm New York Red Bulls, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I may overtake him one of these days, but you know what it is. It's like, if he's Man City, I'm New York. You know what it is. That's the point. But watching your videos gave me happiness, and then I thought, you know what, I could give this same happiness to everybody else about Toronto FC and other clubs. And if you hear this, thank you for inspiring me. I'm the same age as you started. That's kind of crazy. You were 19 when you started back in 2007, and I'm 19 now, almost 20. January. It's nuts, ain't it? But thanks for the inspiration, and I love your videos, and thanks for inspiring me in a dark time. Really. I do this as a form of flattery, not in a form of inspiration, in a form of trying to be a total clout chaser. I mean, not that you'll hear it or care, but you know what it is? You know what it is. So, yeah, thank you all. If you're one of my TFC Twitter friends, or just watch these videos, or you're the person who inspired me, Steve Dangle. Thank you to all of you. You humble me. You humble me. You humble me, and I love you all. I love you all. And I'm happy, and I'll be back soon. I'll be back on Thanksgiving Day, American Thanksgiving Day, and I'll do some TFC stuff during the off season. You know what it is. Thank you. I love you all. You humble me, and I hope to do better next year, and I hope to build this up even more next year, and maybe even get better quality. I don't know, but at least I have the passion. But you know what it is. Sorry for going so long, but it's the season finale. I had to thank everybody, and you know what it is. I just felt like that was right. So you know what it is. Thank you for watching. For the final time this season, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Congratulations, Seattle. Love you, Toronto. And I'll be back on Thanksgiving. So, love y'all. I'm Ryan, and I'm out for the last time in Season 1. Peace!